Alright, hey y'all, we're here today and with the cat. But we've got a 2-box nickel brake. Don't know if I'll do them all into one video, but we'll see as we get going. There's my kitty. That's Lucky. But I'm not going to open them up all live. I might do a roll or two live, and then unless there's something real starts getting good, it's a real good collection, and I'm not going to bore you with a couple of hours. Oh, she likes to eat the boxes. But I'll just recap everything, put everything that I pull out, stack it up, and then give a go over. But we'll get one cracked open and we'll start taking a look. Right, Lucky? All right. Hey, and okay, we're going to crack open a few of them here and just kind of see what this roll kind of entails. Trying to save the papers to reuse them afterwards. All right, well, we're pulling out any of the better date stuff, like the 64, 65. We'll check them later. We're gonna pull out any the 96s, 2000 Ps, but first, and anything 81 and older. We're pulling out all the copper if somebody hasn't already. So hopefully it's not a searched box. Set these there. I'll get my buckets out once I get going at it. I sit down and get some. Woo! See, there's an 80. We do check. Oh yeah, we do pull out the 80s. And look for, what is it, the beaver ones? Of course, there's nothing old in these. I don't see nothing old in them. There's no edge ones. Hopefully they're not searched through. 99. Well, was there something in the 99? I forget. I'll take a look once this roll is done, and then I'm just gonna go through it off camera and do a recap at the end of either one box or two boxes. Depends. But all right. Well, let's do a quick check of a second one here, because it was pulled out at a different spot. It's a different roll paper. There's even some plastic ones in there. Alright, I do not see any old. There's the new one. I do keep any brand new. I take a look and make sure that they're in immaculate condition, and I'll put them in a roll. But I don't see anything old in any of these rolls, so there's a 96. I will keep that. Check it for the close or far 6. But I'm going to go through all these off camera again quickly. We're just going through this to make a quick first appearance of first two rolls. Very, very low copper. I mean nickel. Only one. Okay, I'll bring you in at the end and see how we did. All right, welcome back. We've got pretty much, it was a dead box, the first box. There was nothing. Like a 68, I think, was the oldest nickel that was in the whole thing. Now, I did pull out a bunch of the 2005 Victory commemoratives. I do keep them. I rolled them up. I saved them. And I did pull out a bunch of the 17 Beaver ones, the commemoratives. Quite a bit of them. Lots of the V ones, though, on this one. And, of course, I pull out the 2000P. Now, the regular 2000, there's over 100 million of. The P's is like, what, 5 million, I think? So it is like, I'm keeping them. Even though it doesn't really show much of a value on it. Now, where did I put it? There it is. 64, which you got to look for that extra water line, which it does not have. 65, there's some bead variation, and I got to look that up, check it up, get a little bit closer of a look on those ones. I'll do that one myself after. The 77s, you got to look for the high and low second 7. The 80s got the double date. The 90s got the bald beaver. These I will look up. In the 96, it's got the high 6, low 6, and attached 6. So I'm going to see if I can pull you down with, and we're going to take a look at the scanner and see if I could. I'm still new to this. I haven't done this too much for this. I've done YouTube for 20 years. I've got over 100 million views on YouTube, but not on this, doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to bring you on. We'll see if I could hold it and check out the scope. All right, well, let's see how this works. I haven't done this. We'll start with the 77. Now we're going to look for the high in the low 7. That is a high 7. As you can see, that 7's higher than that. And we've got a few of these, so we'll take a look. The low 7 is the better one. That is a high 7. I have found quite a bit of them. Okay, see that one there is not higher than the other 7. So that is a low 7. That is a higher 7. Next up, high 7. So we got one low 7. High 7. If I'm doing this wrong, let me know. I think that's where it's at. That's a high 7. A little rocky. This table's a little shaky. That's a low 7. It should be higher going across than the other. Some of these are really nice. See, like that one there. That's, if you put the line going across, that one's higher. It's a very nice high 7 though, I must say. Alright, down to the last few. And that is not, that's not higher, so that would be the low 7. Okay, and now that's it for those. Sorry. Now for the 80s, we want to look at any double date. I've never found one of these yet. Oh, it's got a little something on the 8 there, doesn't it? But I don't see any double date. Don't see any double date. No double date. No double date. Double date. 4 more left. Well, something behind the 8, but probably just dirt. No double date. No double. Looks like there's on that 9 right along that edge there. Kind of looks a little. I might be just seeing something. It's not enough for me to keep it. Now we got a dirty one here. See, then I kind of see the same little thing on that. Could we just wear? Okay, that's the 80s taking a look at. Let's skip let's go over to the 90s now. We'll check out for the beavers. Now these, that little patch, I believe right in there, should have no hair on it. Or at least very little. Lots of hair. Lots of hair. I've never found one of these. So, but, now mind you, this is only my 4th or 5th box of nickels going through. I went through 2 here, so. And I did get quite a few, I guess, of the 90s, I guess. Don't expect to find one. I think these do have a pretty decent little price tag. Huh. That one's got some missing area there. Right in there. And I was expecting the whole thing, but that's got no hair all in that section. I'm going to pull that out, do a little bit more checking on it. Whoa! Like that. Look at that. That's all that area and that whole section there. It's just got a little strip. It's like he's got a landing strip. Yeah. But that, even up in here, that is definitely pulling that off to the side to do a little bit more checking. Okay. Oh, I still got, oh no, these are the ones I went through already. Yes. Okay. So last up, we've got our 96s, which I believe it's the, see, that would be the near, which is the common. And you got the far, I believe, which is the better one. That looks to be the near. See, it's right in there where it connects. I always judge it kind of, I'm so new, but in the width of the 6, that's how far the near is usually away. And if it's a lot more than that, then it'd be the far. I've yet to find. And then there's a little die chip that can join the two, and that's what they consider to be the attached. Huh. That looks a little further away on that one. I'll have to check that one out. But that's further than the thickness. As you see here. That's kind of the thickness of this 6 is about the distance. And where did I put those? Oh, yeah. And that last one that I had up, check a little bit more into the pictures and the other ones of that. See, you know, that's an ear. Definitely an ear. I've always kind of gone by the distance is usually the thickness of that 6, like that. That 1 is definitely, it's like twice as the distance. See, like that. Okay. I believe, yeah, that's all the ones I needed to look at. So let me know if I've seen anything wrong there or if I missed something. I'm not going to do those beads because I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to look for on those offhand. These are the two of them. I know that there's a large bead and a small bead. That's obviously, it looks like it's a small bead on the one, if that's what it is. Those beads are much bigger on that one. But not down there, they're not, are they? They're small on there. So, I don't know. I got to do a little bit more research on those 65s. But, I'm going to call it there. And the oldest one I got was a 61. Now, the last batch is a box I opened, two. I had one dud box, and one box that I had 18 that were in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, so that was really nice to get. But, alright, well, thanks for watching.